All right, coachingtimesavers.com here with the newest version of the football call sheet and armband system. Currently in version 4. I don't anticipate there being a version 5, but here we go. All right, so we're just going to briefly go over everything first, and then if you're still here and you're still interested, then I'll go over how to use it. But here's what everything is. So first tab is your playbook, most important tab. Without the playbook, you don't get armbands, you don't get call sheets. So you'll want to put in your plays in this first column. And then for every position that you're going to want cards for, you're going to fill out information on that person's card. So usually, like for instance, the quarterback usually gets the whole play. So it says zone read here, it might say inside zone. So the quarterback actually knows the play. All right, now if you want to give him specific things like this one coach has done here, that's fine. This is just a generic playbook. It's not anybody's playbook. And then, but if you want each position to have a player band, then you want to fill out what they do in their position. Okay, so what we do personally is we print off everybody a quarterback card, and then after that, everybody gets a position card. So when we call out a play red 12, everybody sees what the play is. If they don't know what to do, they open up their trifold band and they look at red 12 on their individual card, tells them what to do. So that's what the background is on this. This is what that is doing. All right, so now the next tab, the armband and call sheet creator tab, it is actually where you create your armbands. So this is kind of what it looks like. If you want to automatically create call sheets as you're creating armbands, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't want to do that, then don't bother with these yellow boxes. Otherwise, if you want to create call sheets at the same time, then come up with some concepts that you can put in these yellow boxes. For instance, quick game, slow screen, drop back. That's just something we come up with just to use an example. You can come up with anything you want. You can do 1st and 10 plus, 1st and 5 to 10, 1st and short. You could keep doing that. You got 48 options here to come up with concepts for a call sheet. So these will automatically go on your headings in your call sheet. So next over here, this is where you will tag your play, or you'll list your play you want on your armband. So let's say in the very first armband, blue 1, I want to put inside zone. So I can just put in inside zone, and now it's on the armband. And it's on the armband only. It's not on a call sheet. If you have not tagged it, it's not going to be on a call sheet, but it is on the armband. So I can go show you right now that on the armband and blue 1, I got to select a position first. So let me select the quarterback, the QB. So inside zone is on blue 1. Okay, but it won't be on a call sheet anywhere. So to get it to go on a call sheet, we have to tag that play with one of our concepts. We want to say we're going to run the inside zone. That's going to be a run game. And let's just say I'm just going to pick one. Let's just say we're running on first down lot. So run game, first down. Now inside zone will be on a call sheet, and you'll see that in a second. Okay. So one last thing here. The reason it's green, if I scroll down through here, let me find one like this play right here, Lynch, Colorado, it's not green because it's the only time it's on the play card. If the play is green, that means we've put that play in multiple times. We don't have a whole lot of plays, so we wanted to put it in several places on the play card. So I'll just show you real quickly. If I put in Lynch, Colorado again, you can select it by hitting the down arrow, or you could just start typing it if you want to, if you know what you want to put in. So Lynch and then Colorado, and so there it is. So and now once I do that, now they both turn green because now it's on the armbands more than one time. So taking that back out. That's how you create your armbands. Okay. Last thing is this right here, number of times tagged. That means I've got 23 plays tagged as quick game right now. 23. I've got 7 slow screens tagged. So it just kind of gives you an idea what your call sheet's going to look like and how much stuff is tagged per concept. The next tag, or the next tab, is the select armband to print. You kind of already saw that a while ago on accident. Here's where you can select which armband you want to print. And so these will always match whatever's on the playbook. So in this position. So for instance, if I take this QB and just call it just a Q, well, here's what's going to happen, just so you know. I've selected QB. On the armbands, it's going to say no position selected because they don't have a cue in the playbook. So when I change my playbook, if I ever do that, make sure you go back and choose the position you want. So now that I've chosen cue, it's going to pull the quarterback card back up. Okay. So in this armband, in this select armband to print, you can select the position you want to print, their armbands, and you can also do the color scheme. So right now, my player armbands, the color scheme is blue, red, orange, green, and purple. So if I don't want those colors, I could change this blue, and I could make it be this. I could make it be yellow. So I'll choose number 2. Here's my color schemes up there. Okay, so now this 2 will turn into a yellow, and then likewise on the armbands, they're going to all turn into a yellow. So that's how you do your color scheme. This next tab is obviously your armband. Right here at the top tells you which position it is. So I've got the quarterback card right now. If I need a fullback card, I'll come back over here and select my fullback. And when I do that, now it's the fullback card. Instead of saying inside zone, now it says inside zone read because that's what we wrote down for the fullback on inside zone. If I choose, I'll just choose one more position. Let's choose another position player, Y. If I choose Y, now his says quick screen. Okay, so that's just what it says for inside zone on Playbook. So if I go to inside zone just to show you, let me find inside zone. I may have already scrolled past it. Oh, it's the first one. Inside zone. Fullback says inside zone read. The Y position says quick screen. Notice none of my linemen have responsibilities. We didn't type in any of that. So if I went here and chose a lineman, and his card's going to be empty. We didn't write a position. Okay. So there's that. Next thing we're going to is the concepts call sheets. So this call sheet 1 is based on these concepts here. All these concepts for call sheet 1 can be automatically put on the concepts call sheet. So there's my quick game, slow screen, all that's automatically there. And then next is going to automatically find those plays that were quick game. And I see that the numbers here is 1 through 72. Let's go back to the armbands real quickly. On the armbands, let me choose my QB card again, or my quarterback card again. On the armbands, you'll see that every play right here is 1 through 100. 1 through 100. If you didn't want to do that, if you want 5 rows of 20, then you can select 5 columns of 1 through 20. It gives you more options for calling in plays, in my opinion, but some people like 1 through 100, so it'll automatically change that. So if you change it to the 5 rows of 120, then now it's going to just kind of read out yellow 5, yellow 6, that kind of stuff. So that's the only difference. All right, next thing is this is your call sheets automatically done. I'll show you real quickly. If I go back to where all the magic happens on the armband and call sheet creator, if I took out all these tags, let me copy them so I can paste them right back in there. Copy, and let me take this play out real quick. The red means that's not in my playbook, so I'm taking it out because I knew it wasn't in my playbook. So this is from a demo I was doing with another coach earlier. I must have already took it back out of the playbook. So if I come in here and take out all these tags, without tags, there's no call sheet. So if I took them out, now if I go to my call sheet, you can see everything's disappearing. It takes a second, a lot of formulas, but it takes a second. But now there's no play showing up for quick game. We still have our call sheet because we listed things for our call sheet, but we haven't tagged any plays. So until you tag those plays, they won't show up on your call sheet. So right now, if I go to inside zone and I tag it as, I'll just tag it as slow screen just to show you. So if I tag it as a slow screen, now on my call sheet, inside zone should show up under slow screen, and it's yellow 1. And that's where it's at on, and that's where inside zone is at on this program, yellow 1. So you can tag these whatever you want them to be. I'm going to put those tags back in there that was in there originally, and then just go from there. So there's the you tag each play, reducing your call sheet. Each call sheet is very, very long. You don't need all that. but it's got to be that long just in case you did tag something 100 times. You're not going to, but just in case you did, it's got to be that long. So when you get ready to print, it's real simple. All you got to do is come over here to this little upside down triangle in this last column I created. Click on it and tell it that you uncheck empty rows and make sure that rows with plays is the only thing that's checked. So when I do that, I click that. If I come back over here now when I scroll down, that's my call sheet. That's it. So that's how you reduce your call sheet. These empty spots out here to the left and right, they've got to be there because this longest column here went to here. So everything to the left and right of that's going to be empty if there wasn't that many slow screens. If I go change something for the next week for preparing for an opponent, if I change something in my armband creator tab, I always want to come back here before the week I'm printing, check them back both, hit OK, and then go back and check it again before I print. So just so you hear that, before you ever print, make sure you check them both and hit OK, and then go back and take out the empty rows. That way it can make the adjustment. In Google Sheets, I can make these adjust for the formula. I cannot make it unhide rows with a formula. So if you add something and it may not recognize it, you have to do this part manually. So you have 4 call sheets, so you have 4 call sheet tabs. So you could print off call sheet 1 and call sheet 2, print them off, put them back to back, laminate it, and you're good to go with the front and back. You may only need those 2. If you are a coach with a lot of concepts, you may get audited in all 4 of them. If you're a coach that don't have a whole lot of concepts, you might can use this combined call sheets tab, and it works the same way. It just puts all 4 call sheets on one page. You can see all those blank rows, but it's putting all 4 call sheets together. So I'll do the same thing. I'll come over here and tell it that I only want to see the rows with plays. When I do that, now when I scroll down, they'll constantly be placed somewhere until I hit the end. So there's how you do that tab. I need to widen this out just a little bit. So during my demo, it must have got shortened. All right, and other than that, that is it as far as setting up your call sheet. You have one more tab here, the basic call sheet, and it's just exactly like a huge armband. Is all it is. It's like a call sheet the size of an armband. So if you didn't do things by concepts, then you would have to, if you wanted to run inside zone and this is the only call sheet you had, you'd have to look for inside zone on your call sheet and find it. And I see it right there at yellow 1. It's going to be on here somewhere else, but you can see how hard that would be to make. There it is again on red 12. You'd have to make that, find it on game days instead of using these concepts. The concepts would be way easier. So if you're still with me at this point, you're obviously interested in how it's working. So I'm going to kind of explain it a little bit more. And if at this point you've seen enough, www.coachingtimesavers.com. Go visit that, and I'll be hearing from you that way. But if you're still here, I'm going to take out all these real quickly and just kind of start from scratch on building a call sheet. I won't do a ton of these. Again, there's a little delay when you delete stuff out because there's literally thousands of formulas in here. So it takes it a second. You'll see this little bar working in a second. So right now, since I took out all my concepts here, then I don't have anything on my call sheet. There's nothing here. Okay. So I want to create a concept. So I'm just going to say, runs. You can literally put anything you want to. So runs from left hash. I'm just making up something different so you can see that you can put in whatever you want. Runs from, let me change that to right hash. There we go. And then I need to pick a play. So that's my concept. I want to say path. I want to say screens. That's very basic. All right. And you'll notice here, order does matter. This is position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So when I look on my call sheet, 1, 2, I skipped 3. So my call sheet I have skip 3, 4, I skip 5, there's 6. So if you're one of those that's trying to line things up in a certain order for you to see, then how you put those concepts in, where you put them at, will matter. Okay. So if I want run from right hash underneath and run from left hash, then I need to put this one in the 7th spot, so it'll be on top of it. Okay, because it's rows of 6. So now I'm just gonna come in here and pick a play. I don't even care what I pick. I'm just gonna pick out. And so if I run out, I'm gonna say that's in my pass game, and that's it. So right now, yellow 1 should be in my armband as an out for the QB card. In my call sheet, yellow 1 was in the pass game, so I tagged it as a pass. There it is, yellow 1 out. And that's how it works. It's that simple. So I come in here and I can say, well, I want to run inside zone. Just put the plays in you want. I want to run inside zone, and I want to run that from the left hash and from the right hash. I want to run it from both places. So if I do that, pretty simple. Now it should be on my armband. There it is right there, inside zone. I only put it in my armband once, but I tagged it 2 places, and it should show up in both places where I tagged it. I tagged it right there, and it runs from the left hash. It runs from the right hash. So that is it as far as that goes. Last thing is on printing. If I want to print this armband, if I want to print this call sheet, I'll go in here. I'll only want to print the rows that have plays. There are not a lot of plays there, but I want to print those. You'll click print. And when I print mine on is on legal, it's going to probably maybe it'll be set on legal already, but legal landscape, that's going to give you the widest and the most able to read version. And I see something I meant to hide here. See how that's still there? I don't really want to print that. So all you have to do, it's real simple. All you have to do is put your arrow on this column right here and right click and hide that column. And now when you go to print, it's gone. Okay. To get that back, then I print it. To get that back, all I do is you set a little arrow right there, click that arrow, and it comes back. Okay. So hiding and unhiding is easy to do. If I want to make my player cards, let's say I want to do an 80 armband instead of 5 rows of 20. I just want 80 plays. I would still select 1 through 100. And on my armbands, I would just come over here and I would grab these 2 and I would hide those. And then I would grab these 2 and I would hide those. Now I have 2 80 armband systems instead of 2 100 armband systems. And you can do all that yourself. I can help you set that up. It's just like one time. I don't want to have to do something for somebody every week because I got hundreds of coaches, but it's like a one-time setup. That's no big deal. But there's all your different options. If you got any questions, email me. Check out this video again. Watch it a couple of times. Look out on the website. But other than that, that's it. I think I've covered it all, and look forward to hearing from you.